How is Israel alive, surviving today despite so many enemies? How is the IDF victorious every single time? What is our secret weapon? And why am I not afraid? Why are Jews not afraid despite so much anti Semitism in the world? It's all got to do with the Parsha. You see, this Shabbat is Rosh Chodesh, it is Shabbat Merachim for Nisan. We start a new month, the month of Nisan, but this is not just another month, it's another head of the year. In the Jewish calendar, if I were to ask you what is the head of the year, the beginning of the year is Tishrei. When God created the world, Rosh Hashanah, when we blow the shofar, that is the beginning of the year. But the month coming up now, the month which starts on Tuesday, this Shabbat, we bless the new moon for the month. It starts Tuesday, is the month of Nisan, is the first of the months of the calendar. So the Jewish cycle has two heads. One head is the year, Tishrei, and one head is the month, which is Nisan. Why does the Jewish calendar have to be so complicated? Why are there two heads? What does this mean? Simple answer, superficial answer given is that imagine you have a king and a queen that don't have a child for many years. And after many years, they are finally blessed with a child. They are so happy every single year on his birthday. They throw a party. They invite the whole kingdom to come. And then one day when the child is 10 years old, he's kidnapped. And the kingdom, not just the king and the queen, are devastated. Where's my child? Where's my child? And after a couple of years, miraculously, the child is found. The king and queen are so happy that they celebrate two birthday parties, two parties the whole year. One is when the child was born, and another party every year when the child came back from captivity. And so too with the Jews, when we were released from being slaves by Pharaoh, by Egypt, by God, we have two heads. One head is Nisan, which is the day we left captivity, the day we left Egypt, and the other one is Tishrei, when God created the world. But there's a much deeper answer here. And here's what it is. There are two energies in the world, the Tishrei energy and the Nisan energy. God created the world during the month of Tishrei. That is the energy of the natural, Teva. Nisan, when God performed miracles to take the Jews out of Egypt, is the miracle, the Nes energy in the world. That means like this, we inhabit this world, and there's the natural energy, and there's the miraculous energy. That means you go around the world, you look around the streets of New York or London or wherever you are, and we're blind. We're completely blind because we actually see with our eyes. We see streets, we see street signs, we see cars, we see mountains, but we don't really see. Because what we see is only one aspect, is only the natural part of it. What we don't see is the miracle in it. That means, the natural says, if you go to work, you earn money. The supernatural says, God is the one who gives you the money. That means you work 6 days a week, Shabbat you closed. God is the one who dictates everything in the world. That means like this, naturally, Israel is surrounded by enemies. We shouldn't be here, despite the strength of the idea we shouldn't be here. But we have the Nisan energy, which is the miracle, which is God. God is the one who is truly the source of the IDF's super secret power. That means, on the one hand, you may be afraid. There's so much anti-Semitism in the world. There's so many protests. There's so much enemies that Jews have worldwide. But I'm not afraid, and nor should you be, because we have the Nisan energy, which is God, which we know will protect us supernaturally, as he has done for thousands of years. We say every day before we say the Shema, Avinu Avarachamon, our Father, our merciful Father in heaven, have mercy upon us. What does it mean, have mercy upon us? What does that mean? Rachem na aleinu, have mercy upon us, because we don't see. We don't see the value of Torah and mitzvot. We don't see God. We're blind. So God Almighty, Rachem aleinu, ha'er eineinu b'toratecha, light up our eyes with your Torah. V'dabek libeinu Make our heart b'mitzvotecha, because we don't see it, because we're blind. The Rebbe used to say about the galus, about the exile, that we are living in choshech kofel umechupel, a double darkness. Not only is it dark, but we don't even know that it's dark. In other words, we think we see with our eyes, we think we see, but we don't. And that is the tragedy of the darkness we live in, that not only is it an exile, but we think we see, we think we're not in exile, and that's the double tragedy of the exile. So the message is from the parsha. The name of the parsha is Shemini, means 8. 8 signifies the miracle. 7 is the natural days of the week. God created the world in 7 days. We have Sheva brachas by a wedding, which is a natural cycle. But there's a lot of the number 8 in Judaism, which is the miracle. The 8 days of Hanukkah. 8 is the miracle. 8 is a secret weapon. So when we bless the new moon for the month of Nisan, we're actually bringing this energy into our lives, the supernatural energy which we need to survive, persevere, and thrive. And this is our secret weapon. May we have a beautiful Chodesh Nisan, an incredible month where we see God's miracles clearly in front of our eyes.